Morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
Yes, Monday again.
Monday morning. We've got a Monday morning feeling.
Good weekend? Everybody had a good weekend?
Yeah.
Doing much?
Did you do much? Not that there's much really to do at the minute,
No,
but weather's not been that great, really, has it? Not.
No, a lot of rain for us.
Yeah. Dog walks. That's our favourite thing at the minute to do. Dog walking. Which, speaking of dog walking, you can wear one of these if you have a child and dog walking.
Exactly. Yeah, good intro there. So this morning we are chatting about baby wearing. We have got, as Georgia is demonstrating, we've given away the Ergobaby Embrace, which is suitable from birth from £7. Doesn't last quite as long as some of the other Ergobaby models, but it's a really nice one. It's so soft.
Yeah, it's like a jersey material, isn't it? Really nice and soft. They're quite nice, especially if you're wanting just a carrier for that early stages. It's really nice to go for a cotton jersey material because it's really soft.
And if Georgia spins around as well, you can see that you cross the straps on this one, so it's really nice and supportive across your back as well.
It's really easy to get on. So it's nice and simple. Just because it is a buckle harness, you just, in a sense, kind of placing baby in and then just tying your buckles up to where you need it. Yeah. And it is really, really nice. Comes in different colours as well. Different colours are available.
So you do get a choice as well.
Yes.
Prize you can choose.
Yeah. So the giveaway today is to win. Someone could be the lucky winner of the Ergobaby Embrace. And again, you can choose which colour you like. Just comment, shares, just kind of join in with the conversation this morning. Yeah. There's no Joe this morning.
No, just me and Georgia.
Just me and Kelly this morning. I said me and Georgia. That's not Georgia.
God, double Georgia. Jesus.
Can you imagine? But yeah, so it's a really, really nice one to look at. Ergobaby do some really lovely ones, don't they?
They do. Yeah, lots of different patterns, and you've got a few different types as well. You've got the Adapt, which you've got there, and you've also got the Omni 360. Oh, did you hear it?
Yeah, your arm clicked.
Cracked.
We got warm up this morning.
Right, let's see who is joining first. Comment today was Lauren Sharp. Good morning, Lauren.
Morning.
Good morning, Daniel. I'm going to do a Joe now. Good morning, Shannon. She didn't do anything and it was chilly. It did turn a bit cold, didn't it?
Yeah.
Morning, Joe. Morning, Katrina. Morning, Laura. Morning, Lisa. Morning, Claire. Morning, Georgia. Another Georgia.
Oh.
Katrina, she was very lucky to be able to rent a Sling for a while, then I handed it back way too early and wish she hadn't. Yeah, the Sling library is a fab idea.
Yeah.
So if you don't, are you not sure about which kind of baby carrier might be best for you, there's loads out there. So you've got wraps, you've got stretchy wraps, woven wraps, you've got Mai Tais, you've got buckle carriers. Yeah. There's a whole load of carriers out there to try, and a Sling library is a really good way of renting them for a short while of time. And then if you decide...
Because there's so many different ones, isn't there? There's so many different ones that you can have, and everyone's slightly different in what they would suit their body and what they would want from it.
With my second child, I used the Sling library all the time and had so many different kinds.
Yeah, that's because you just love them all. She just loves them all.
And then I love buying them all as well. So there's lots of different ways. So there is a way for everybody to get into baby wearing. It's a brilliant way. Baby and the fourth trimester, when baby first comes out, all they want is just to be snuggled. Yeah. And in this big, scary world, and they're used to being close to you or inside you. So, it's the next best thing.
Yeah. I must admit, these obviously aren't real babies, and I'm just like, they're just so lovely to carry.
Well, this one's actually, look, it's got its little arm out, it's cuddling you.
Yeah, it's giving me a nice little cuddle. Look. How lovely is that? But yeah, there are some, this one, for example, say the Embrace, it's really nice because it's the soft material. All I've done here is just bring the straps kind of over, just to kind of help with the support.
Yeah, catch your shoulders, and there's a bit more. Or you can bunch them up. It's completely up to you. So
whatever makes most comfortable,
folded up. Yeah, everybody's a bit different. You might find some people might find that a bit restrictive, so they don't want it over their shoulder.
It depends on the clothing as well you may be wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
As well. But obviously, if I just unbuckle one side, I can just show you how you would have it, obviously, for newborn, and then when child gets older. So I've just unbuckled one of my sides here, and that will then release one of my...
So just make sure you've got one hand on the back of baby's back. Somebody's just asked if can you get on yourself. You put it on yourself this morning.
Yeah, put it on myself.
Yeah. The more you do it, the easier it will become as well.
Yeah.
And that's across the board with baby wearing.
It's practice. Practice makes perfect, doesn't it?
So if you're unsure at first, do it in front of a bed or sat down so you can kind of, you've got that peace of mind that you're not just going to drop baby on the floor.
A lot of people say as well, obviously, sitting down at a mirror. I think a mirror is always
makes
a good
big
idea.
difference. Yeah,
because you can see what you are doing essentially.
And make sure that baby's in that shape. So it's really important that baby is sat in there ergonomically and in the correct shape for them. So you're looking for that M shape.
M shape, yeah.
So the legs knees need to be higher than their bum. So their bum needs to be sat real deep in the seat, really supportive, and the carrier goes from knee to knee. So that's what you're looking for when they're in the carrier. Lots of support. You used to get, not so much now, I think the carriers are kind of moving on, but you used to get quite narrow crotch danglers. So that is not as supportive. It's just kind of holding them around the nappy area and doesn't hold from knee to knee, which is where you get them the support. So it's not really comfortable for you, and it's not really as comfortable for them either. Some
are better than others, aren't they, with carriers? Because obviously sometimes it makes it a bit easier on certain carriers to bring the material from knee to knee. Yeah. And it sits in that position a lot nicer. This one's quite nice because it does move really easily on the.
And Georgia here, she's got it the waistband turned around. So if you do have a small baby that you're using it for, you can twist that waistband and it goes up to the narrower part. So baby is actually sat perfectly knee to knee for them. Yeah. So what you do. You always have your Ergobaby symbol on the back, so almost facing you. For, say, newborn babies, you want to turn it over twice. So once and twice. And then obviously... You see how more narrow it is, the width for
baby than if it was to be there.
Shannon says, brilliant for walks out when you've got another child or a dog. So that's absolutely.
Definitely. And then obviously...
It's very comfy to wear. Sorry, I'm talking over you.
No, you don't worry. You've then got your little, it's like a safety catch almost, that you place your buckle through.
So if anybody's like another child squeeze your buckle or you've caught it by accident, it's still held there.
So that will keep that nice and secure, but obviously then you have your buckle in place. I like these. These are a very clever design. Yeah. You're just scrunching up your material, rolling it up, and then this will keep it into place.
So you've not got any dangling slats in there.
No.
And once you've set it up for yourself, you're only going to need a slight bit of adjustment just to loosen it. So then you can just leave it rolled up and out of the way.
So then that's how you'd have it rolled over twice for newborn. And then, once your little one reaches, it's 58 centimetres, you don't only need to have it. So almost again, the symbol facing you. And then you just want to kind of clip like so, just pushing it on and just clipping it like normal. And then that will obviously give you a lot more room for baby as well. And
sorry. Go on.
I was just saying, with newborn babies, obviously, they're a lot smaller, obviously, and you don't want their head too low below the material.
So a big thing about, a big way of knowing that you baby wearing safely, some people worry that they're not doing it in the correct way, or is it safe for baby? You can use a carrier as long as you want to. It's not limited like they are in a car seat. No. So if baby needs to be in that carrier all day long and you can wear them all day long, you've got a proper carrier that makes it comfortable for you and it isn't adding on to that weight, you can wear them in there all day. Take them in and out for feeding and changing, but they can be in there all day because it's a great place for them to be, as long as you follow the ticks. So these are the rules of safe baby wearing. Just printed it out, just it gives a good visual guide there as well. So you've got T is for tight, so just making sure that it's nice and tight around baby to make sure that it can't slump down into the carrier and obviously then have things over their face. In view at all times, so you should literally be able to glance down and see that baby's face is not covered, no fabric of the carrier is over them, and that their airways are clear. C is for close enough to kiss. So you literally, like Georgia showed you there, you can just pop your head down and kiss the top of baby's head. A lot of people, first time putting a baby carrier on, they put it more at hip level or just here. It's just too low. So then the baby's kind of, it's not as comfortable for you. It's not your centre of gravity.
You're almost pushing too much. It's again on your spine, on your body posture.
It's going to pull across your back. Your hips aren't then supporting the carrier and taking a bit of that weight off your shoulders either. So it's going to make it uncomfortable. So somebody who maybe puts a carrier on for the first time, not really looked into it, but just pops it on, might then be put off baby wearing because it is uncomfortable for that reason. But just having them a little bit higher also makes sure that you can kiss them and then you're seeing them as well. Yeah. K is for keep the chin off the chest. So you don't want baby curling up and kind of be completely curled in a ball in the carrier. You want to make sure that their chin isn't on their chest, that you can get 2 fingers underneath just to make sure that their airways are clear and they can breathe again. And then finally, S is for supported back. So upright in their natural curved position. So it's supporting their natural position and the spine. So that's your ticks that you're looking for when you're popping baby in the carrier.
Nice little things to be looking for, indicators to looking for, isn't it? Making sure. What I say, we've had people in before maybe saying their baby carrier is just not comfortable, they don't want to do it anymore. It may be just a slight tweak, won't it? Slightest adjustment.
Heighten it a little bit might make all that big difference. But yeah, go through all that, and also make sure that your baby's legs are in the M-shaped position, bum lower, deep in the carrier, knees a little bit higher, and you've got that shape which is comfortable for them and comfortable for you. Yeah. Some carriers also offer forward facing. It's not quite as comfortable because if you think curved round you is a really comfortable shape. Whereas if forward facing, they're kind of going the opposite. So you're kind of going the opposite curved way. Fine for short periods of time, and some carriers like the Omni 360 by Ergobaby allows you to do that in an ergonomically safe way. You can also do that, excuse me, with the Embrace.
Yep.
But just short periods of time, when baby's looking around, they're not tired, they're not full asleep, then they need to turn into you, and they're not overwhelmed by everything as well.
Yeah, that's one thing as well. When people are looking at carriers, look what you are wanting it for. Yeah. Are you wanting it just for those? You may originally want it just for those newborn stages when baby. You may want baby close to you. Again, and also maybe in those first stages, if you've got multiple children and you just know that from your last baby, that baby just wants to be with you, so you can get on with jobs and obviously be with the other children as well. You may want your carrier around the house, things like that. Yeah. But obviously, if you are quite outdoorsy, do lots of walking, you want one that will last you all the way through, so that it will be a toddler carrier, so toddler on the back. And there are lots of different options, aren't they?
Then you're better to look, because your Embrace will go up to £25 or 11.3 kilos, which is like between, depending on how big baby is, between 9 months and a year old. So if you're looking for something that's going to last you, then it's better to look at something like the Adapt or the Omni 360 that can then last. They go up to £45 or 20 kilos. So they're going to last you a lot longer and are more adjustable to suit an older child as well. Yeah. I'm just going to look if anybody's got any comments or any questions that we can help with. How thick is the fabric on the Embrace?
I wouldn't say it's too thick, but it's still got it's a nice thickness, isn't it?
So when you're baby wearing, especially in the colder weather, people are very tempted to wear lots and lots of different layers, but it's not actually necessary. So your carrier actually counts as one layer that baby is wearing. Yeah. Sleep suits are fine, but sometimes if they're pulled up into the material of the carrier, you can then pull on their toes. So footless sleep suits are always better than with a big pair of socks over the top. Yeah. It's just going to make it a little bit more comfortable, and then just kind of layer up. But no sleep suits, because again, as a car. Well, not the same as a car seat, but that's to do with harness. But they're going to it's going to be too many layers that can then overheat, and overheating.
But as well, if you think about it, baby's on you, so you've got your body heat on baby. And you'll both keep each other warm.
Little radiator.
Nice little radiator there for you.
Hot water bottle on your front.
Yeah, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? But yeah, say it's. A lot of people think because obviously it's cold outside, they need to really, really layer up, don't they? But yeah, the material on here is really nice premium feel. Yeah. And really luxurious as well. I do like the jersey ones, I must admit.
Yeah, they are lovely. Hannah loves the colour of it. It is nice. This deep red colour. Is this one a good all-rounder, says Hannah? Yeah, if you want a carrier to last between that 9 kind of 12 months mark, then it's a good carrier to look at. If you want something that's going to last longer, obviously you can look at other options. But yeah, a great starter one. The fact that you can suit it from £7. Yeah. If you have a lower weight baby, then maybe look at something like the Caboo, which we'll look at in a minute. Yeah. Because the Caboo can actually go from £5. If you've got a premature baby or a particularly small baby, that might be a good option for you to look at. Yeah. You've also got the stretchy wraps, which you've got over here. This is an ISME wrap, stretchy wrap, that can basically be tied around and perfectly fit any size baby, any size adult.
And it's almost, so this is really comfortable to wear, but then you go to your wrap and there's just no buckles.
No, there's nothing to rub against you or rub against baby.
It's like wearing a t-shirt in a sense. You don't really feel it. Again, obviously if it's the first time coming into wearing baby carrying and things like that, you may want to obviously feel more comfortable doing it at home. With a lot of these carriers, you can just pop them on at home, where you in front of the mirror, try it out there as many times as you want, and then as you're going out, you can always just keep your carrier on underneath, especially with something like your wrap and your jersey material, because they're not bulky, they're not too thick, so you can just have them underneath coat or anything if you're wearing.
Yeah, that's the thing. So when you're going out and about, when they're small especially, I used to just wear quite a bit bigger, bit more room in a coat, and then just zip the very bottom up, so they're kind of protected from the sides, the carriers, the little hands are in the coat with you, but not necessarily over the top. Or you can get specific baby wearing coats where there's a little hole at the front, the baby's head just pops out and it completely encases you both, and in which case you then need even less layers because they're completely covered in the coat with you. Just going to have a look what questions we've got. Claire loved coming to the store and being talked about these carriers, so that's nice to hear. Thank you, Claire. Easily adjusted for different parents and grandparents to wear. With your Embrace, it's just your buckle, so you just slide it and tighten as you need to. Any of these carriers, these are all buckles that, again, your wraps as well can be tied to any shaped person. We're going to get that popped on in a second as well, so we can show you. Wraps can be a little bit daunting for people, but actually when you've seen it used and then done it yourself a few times, it doesn't take that long. And the nice thing about those is that you can pop it on at the beginning of the day. Baby can be in and out as you need to, but you can leave it on. It's not an uncomfortable piece of cloth to have on you, so you can leave it on if you're going out in the car or doing a school run. Leave it on in the car, get to your destination, pop baby straight in, so you've not got to mess about actually tying it, because you can pre-tie it and then pop baby in afterwards.
So much harder getting these off a
stand. Wish I'd known this all with my 4, always got backache. Yeah, that's a common issue because it's just not fitted perfectly for you, and can cause. And the same, one carrier might be really comfortable for one person. Some people might really appreciate that it just doesn't have any padding, that it's really just completely on you, whereas another person might really like the extra padding that you get on your Ergobaby.
Some people may look at this and go, that's very overwhelming, I just want something that's really quick and easy. Not that it isn't quick and easy, but obviously you're looking at your buckles that you can just kind of, say for example grandparents, they may think that might be a lot easier for them to kind of click into place. So everyone's slightly different.
Helen's got the Ergobaby Omni 360 and loves it, but hoping to find something a bit better at the teeny baby stage. It's kind of a compromise. So although these are suitable from birth without the need for a newborn insert, something like your Close Caboo or a wrap or your Embrace is really more focused on newborn baby stage, because that's what they're perfect for. They really are nice and soft material that is perfect for them. Charlotte, I'm a bit late joining today's homeschooling. Which one is the prize? It's the Ergobaby Embrace, which we've got here. It's the one on the box here. Suitable from £7 to £25, and it's worth nearly £80.
Really, really nice. I say it's a jersey material, so really super soft, and it's just got your slight buckles on there.
Claire had a wrap, but it was a bit complicated for her to do on her own. She likes the look of the Embrace. Love to baby wear, Katie says. She's going for a walk now, the little one. Would love to try this carrier though. Carriers are ideal. Dog walking, especially if you've got to go over fields and stuff, no pushchair is great in fields. So you've got no limitations with a baby carrier. You can just walk to your heart's content.
And it's nice. I like some people, everyone's slightly different, but I think I would love to have baby there. Just close with you.
And it allows you to pick up on those when they're small as well, those feeding cues. So especially if you're breastfeeding, you can pick up on those cues straight away. Hand going to the mouth, little sucking noises, you know straight away that they're ready to be fed. You can definitely tell if they've pooed because they're so close to you that you can
I'm afraid you can smell it.
If you do have accidents in carriers, just chuck them in the washing machine. Or just follow the instructions, but you can chuck them in the washing machine.
And a lot of these are breastfeeding friendly, aren't they?
If you are breastfeeding, you can feed in the carriers. It's just a little bit different on different ones. You can just loosen your straps, drop your your waistband down a little bit, and then to whichever side you want to feed on. Your wrap as well, you can just untighten a little bit, and because it's stretchy, just stretch it down.
Stretches all the way down.
I've fed walking around many different parks and places in the carrier. So let's have a look. Any questions? Keen to know about next stage baby carriers or first stage Ergobaby wrap. So a baby carrier as opposed to then kind of, if you're going through the stages, you could go wrap, you could then go baby carrier, toddler carrier, and then you also get preschool carriers. So some children preschool age can still run around, maybe don't fit in the pushchair, but you can still carry them. Throw them on your back, it's quite handy, you know where they are. Children who may have development issues, you can, or delays, then it's a nice safe place for them to be. It's not overwhelming, they're with you, can still see everything, but you know they're safe.
So it's really nice because they've got carriers for all ages.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
really,
it really
lovely.
covers right.
Yeah,
Gemma's asked if there's a rain cover included or there's a separate one which is affordable. Not a rain cover as such, but you can, like I said, you can put a coat around you. Some of them you can get covers. So this one is, I'm just chucking a bundle bean on the floor. Yeah, these are all bundle beans here. So these are covers that you can also get to pop over the top, universal, so you can put over at the top, and they are waterproof as well. Machine washable, we've answered that, Claire, hopefully for you. Yeah, Laura says it's like carrying hot water.
Yeah. Which is great this time of year, isn't it? But in the summer.
Yeah, it's a bit selfish reason really. Just carry them because they're warm. Never thought about the sleep suit pulling our toes. Yeah, it's just a little thing that it can just pull quite a bit. So just pop a footless one on. Socks over the top. If you put like older siblings or longer socks on.
Yeah.
Right,
I know Jo mentions that with Florence, she used to put socks on her hands as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
Instead of mittens, because they can fall off a little bit easier. So socks completely come up high again, because obviously just keeping those key areas nice and warm.
Yeah. Does it wash up well? Yeah, you just chuck it in the washing machine. Time restriction, Sophie? No time restriction. As long as baby is happy in there and you're following the safe baby ticks guidelines, then no timeline as to just when they want to come out and have a feed or have a change. Jennifer loves carrying her little boy in her sling, which is another different carrier for walks, not just everyday use around the home. Yeah, all of these can be used either at home or around.
Yeah.
What about breastfeeding as a carrier, Louise? Yeah, you can do that. Jo says she struggled with the wrap this time as her boobs are a lot bigger than her waist and struggling to tie it comfortably. So yeah, different shapes and sizes. The cameraman is pointing them out. I don't know if my microphone is playing up. It's on though. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, hope fingers crossed you can all hear us.
Yes. Let's have a look down. Mic has moved. This one sounds a bit crackly. Is that sorted? Let me know if...
Give us some hearts and thumbs up if we're all working.
Can't hear as well now. Wonder if it's mine. That's better, Samantha said. Oh, good.
Fingers crossed. Don't know what that was.
Sorry. Sound is back. Brill. Best carrier for a 1-year-old, it depends then how long you want it to wear and how big they are. Your Adapt is a slightly cheaper version of your Omni 360 because it's just facing in and on your back or on your hip. The Omni 360, the difference with that is in that it allows forward facing as well, so it's slightly different. But your Adapt, price wise, I think George has got them all written down as well, is $119.90, whereas your Omni 360 ranges from $132 to $154. So that's the price difference of having an extra way of being able to use a carrier.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different shape.
Because you may think you never, once that baby gets to that point where you don't want baby facing inwards, you may just have them on your back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway.
Anya's saying, which product do you recommend the most? It just depends on the personal situation and which you prefer.
It's a bit like a pushchair, isn't it? There's no perfect pushchair, there's no perfect carrier.
One's going to work for one and one's not going to work for another. Yeah. So, do you do hip seats? Yes, we have got the hip seats as well.
The hip chick
hip seats down there. So they're great for just you kind of giving that support, and it makes it a bit comfy if you're carrying baby, but it doesn't give you the hands-free that all the other carriers give.
It's just allowing you to kind of have, instead of, as you naturally would, having a child on your hip, you kind of then always spend your life,
like that, But this kind of allows you to sit
spine
upright.
is straight, and obviously then you can have child, just have to make sure you've got support.
You've still got to hold on to them, you can't just let go.
Whereas it's a hands-free.
Yeah. Sophie's got baby Bjorn carriers. This is an easier one to use. It's my 7-week, doesn't like going in the one I have. Sometimes the baby Bjorns can be slimmer fitting, especially the older models. The newer ones are much better, but the older ones are quite slim width. So it's kind of how we're saying it's not quite supportive. So that might be a reason. Or some babies don't like going in carriers. They don't like that restriction holding them close. So that also could be another reason. Annette says she had a right with her first child but couldn't get around with it. Hopefully it's better this time. So yeah. Helen says, we spent a fortune on a stocker all-terrain pram and just used our Ergo Omnia every day. Yeah. You don't know though, do you? Until
know if
babies
you love it or not.
arrive, you don't know what they're going to like and what you might have to spend a fortune on, a fancy chair, rocker that they hate.
Yeah. That's the only thing with children. They just can either love things or hate them.
Yeah, no, you
Pushchair,
don't know.
I mean, pushchair's a pushchair in some ways, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It depends, but some children, like, you buy an expensive swing and they hate the movement. They want to be nice and still, like a nice static bouncer.
Yeah, you
Every
don't
child's
know
slightly different.
until they arrive.
No.
Paige says she loved carrying with her son when he was small. He had reflux and it helped so much. Yeah, being in that upright position rather than laid flat.
Yeah.
It can help babies with colic or reflux. Emily says she definitely needs to invest in one with number 3 on the way. Yeah, really handy if you've got older siblings that you can hold on. And you've got your hands free then to do what you need to do with them. Make your lunch, make a cuppa.
Yeah. Gives you more, all your hands back, which is good.
So we'll also just talk about some other options that are suitable from birth. So Georgia, like we said there, has got the ISME wrap. So if that scares you, some people prefer to go with the Caboo because it's kind of like this, but it's pre-tied for you.
Yeah, so you put it on like a t-shirt, don't you? You put it on like a t-shirt. Should we just do them synchronised?
Should we do them together or should we talk through separately?
Do you want to do yours first?
Right, okay. So you want to grab this back panel. This kind of wants to sit at bra level. So it's just that bit there, and then you're going to pop it over your head.
So you literally put it on like a t-shirt. That's what it draws a lot of people's attention, that one.
Yeah.
It's just, if they look a bit overwhelmed with this, that's a nice
It's all structured together, so it's a little bit easier. Which baby, shall I take the other baby?
I don't know the name. Do you know the name of that one?
No, I don't.
Kirsty would
So
know the names,
you've
but
got
I
the
don't.
cross, and this is where baby is going to sit. So you're going to pop baby on this shoulder and put the material in to their knee. Then you're going to put this side on into the knee again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to spread that fabric. So you're going to spread it like we said about the knee to knee and the M shape. You spread the fabric from one knee to the other knee. I don't know what this baby's arms are doing. It doesn't look... Babies will just put their arms where they want to, but these...
Our dollies don't.
Our dollies don't. So, close enough to kiss. The material is tight, so I didn't loosen it too much because it has some stretch. You want to make sure it's plenty supportive.
Yeah.
In view at all times so I can see baby's head. If they've got the head to the side, you can always pull that down. You can also use this side to tuck baby's head into to give them a bit of support if they're sleeping.
It's really soft, that one, isn't it?
It is. Really nice. It's a similar material. It's nice, really nice and soft.
Yeah.
And then these are your rings here, and you're just going to pull forwards to make sure everything is tight enough for you. Finally,
I like this little extra addition on the Close Caboo.
this bit of material, it's also your bag that you've just got everything out of. It's got a little pocket in there to put it. You just pull in this bit up to the top of baby's neck, to the bum, and then all I'm doing is just tightening and not here.
Yeah. And look how happy baby is.
Really comfortable, really supportive. I think people are expecting something with buckles to be more supportive, but that's not necessarily the case.
No.
And I'm quite comfortable. I can move around, I can jump around. Baby's not going to go anywhere.
Baby's happy in there. It's just a really nice, simple one. We do get a lot of people looking at that one because, and it's super easy to adjust. So, say for example,
like somebody said about grandparents, mums, dads,
partner. If you can just tighten it to yourself, and it makes it really, really easy to just change over.
Now, this is basically going to be the same as this, but tied yourself.
Yeah, so you're tying it yourself, and once you've got the, I always put like a little pattern. Once you've got the pattern of getting it on, you'll be absolutely fine. With the wrap, so this ISME wrap, you'll see in the middle, it's got your little ISME logo in the centre, and what that's telling you is that's the middle of your wrap. So what you want is this part to be in the centre. So you bring that to your middle.
I'm just going to quickly, some people are just asking some questions about the Caboo, so I'm quickly going to go through this. So your Caboo comes in lots of different, you can got cotton blends, you've got organic cotton, you've got light, and then you've also got some patterns as well. You can use this from 5 to 32 pounds or 14.5 kilos, but you might find that once baby gets to 9 months, 12 months, because it's a stretchy material, they start pushing their way out, that's when you then need to move on to the next carrier. Really easy to use. Jamie Lee said it's really informative. Her mind was blown with her first child. She couldn't get her head around it. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. She thinks it looks really easy. Somebody wishes this is a Close Caboo. Yeah. Suitable from birth, quite small, £5. So if you've got a premature baby or a really small baby. Tamara says it looks really easy to use. Laura Marsh likes this one. We've answered that question. Is that pocket? Yes, there is a little pocket on here. You're obviously not going to put too much in there because it's on baby's back. But yeah, there is a little pocket there. If you've got a key or something you're taking out on your walk, you want to just pop in.
It's nice.
Love this. Make it so much easier during 2 weeks. That's Demi, not long Demi.
No.
Really like this one, the Caboo. Is it okay from newborn? Yep, from £5. I think I'd be scared to use the one that tie yourself. When you've watched Georgia do it, it might change your mind. Yeah,
and as well, obviously, I think most people feel like that with any carrier.
Yeah.
The first time wearing it, you almost feel like, am I going to drop baby? It's just about practice. I say always great to just try it at home first, because obviously it just gives you that confidence to wear it properly.
So we're asking about the Close Caboo price. So they're from $54.99, and depending on your material, go from $64.99 and $69.99, depending on your material that you choose.
The light one's really nice if you know baby's due in the summer months.
It's more of a knitted material.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Do you sell woven wraps, says Shelley? Unfortunately not, and it's one of my favourites, but no, we don't. Hannah says, very informative. Louise has asked, do we both have little ones?
I don't. I have a
Though
dog.
you think she would, but how she talks.
Yeah, I almost know as if I have. But no, but you have...
I've got 3, and I've baby worn all of them, and baby wearing has been a massive, massive thing for me as parenting, and I think I would have struggled more than I did without it, so
It's one of the things that I've I mean, I do love learning about it. At the minute, obviously, I've not physically used it with a child, but at the minute, I do like the idea of a wrap.
I have, when I've not been in the office, I have received pictures of Georgia walking around the office with her baby strapped
I've got my babies on around the store.
She's even had twins in there.
You've got to get practice, haven't you? Practice makes perfect. That's the main thing. So I've got here is the Isme wrap. As you can see, it can, for some people, may look a bit overwhelming just because it's a very large piece of material. One thing with this, obviously, you may, if you're out and about thinking that's just going to get dirty, maybe on the floor, just put it on at home. Like I said, you can pop it on at home.
Pre-tie it.
Pre-tie it because it's so a nice thin material. You don't really realise you're wearing it.
No.
So it's really nice to pop on. So in the middle, you have got your logo, and that is your centre of the wrap. So that wants to go into the centre, just above your hips again, like so. And then what I'm going to do is, if I'm trying to spin around to show you, to take one, and then you want to kind of pop it back over, and then over the opposite shoulder. And with this, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Because it's a stretch material, it will naturally stretch.
Yeah, if you leave the room for baby to get in, when you're pre-tying, once that kind of slackens off, then you're going to find a wrap that's too loose, it's not offering that support. Baby kind of drops down a little bit, and that's where your backache comes, because baby's not up with you in that best position.
Yeah, so I've got the cross over in the back.
So just like I've got on mine, that's already pre-tied for me, Georgia has made that cross on her back.
I've got the cross.
And you want it lower, so you want to be able to just pull the fabric this way and then up, rather than having your cross up here, because then it's going to pull on your neck.
Yeah. So then what you want to do, you've got your 2 long strands at the front, and then you want to just tuck that in underneath your band there. So tucking that all the way through.
Just while you're watching, Georgia, obviously any of the comments will be entered to win your Ergobaby Embrace, worth nearly £80, and we'll draw it at the end of the live.
So you're just weaving that through. So
what do people think?
So you
Gemma loves your demonstration, Georgia.
Oh, thank you.
Jodie loves a wrap. They can move it anywhere to fit you. Yeah, that's it. It's
completely adjusts and moves to your own body, which is really nice. Then what I'm going to do now, I've got them tucked underneath. You want to cross it over. So again, the same with the cross that baby sits on.
Yeah, that's what you're creating now, this bit.
You are then crossing that over. And then what I'm going to do is just take it around the back. Obviously now you've got all this material, so you can kind of tie it however.
So if you're more plus sized, you may find that you have to tie it here because you haven't got the length of material that Georgia's got. If you're smaller, you can then come back to the front and tie off at the front. So
it just means you've not got
whichever way you want to do it. Don't worry that you've not been able to come back to the front. If you
don't think you've missed a step just because you've got a lot more or a lot less. It's just, the nice thing for the wrap, it changes depending on every individual.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab my baby.
Hannah says she's looking forward to baby wearing. She needs hands free for jobs. Yeah, exactly. It does make life easier.
Yeah.
Alexandra, Sling libraries are great to try different styles and carriers. Yeah, I think they're all closed down at the moment, but hopefully we can get back.
Fingers crossed.
People can get back to going to the Sling libraries.
Yeah. So then what you want to do, same thing that Kelly did with her baby, you want baby to sit on the cross. So you always go for the one that's underneath. First, placing baby in. So baby's going to sit on this cross here. Put your knee in, like so.
What you're doing by just putting baby's knee in rather than spreading the material straight away is making, it's hard to show you with these dolls because they don't have knees, but you're making it go into that M shape straight away by pulling up the knee, and then afterwards you can then spread the fabric
over. And then you want to go to the second knee and then grabbing your material again. And I like this because it's stretchy, it just makes it so easy to kind of get baby in. And then what you wanted to do is just spread your material over. So you've got all this extra material, making sure it's obviously going from knee to knee. Again, our dollies love to put their arms in all sorts of places. So you spread in material from knee to knee.
A little tip for getting that M-shaped position as well, if you want to, I can do it with mine as well, with Georgia. If you push on baby's feet, they will automatically push back, and you can kind of give them a shuffle, and it just drops their bum down a little bit further as well.
So what you as well want to make sure is chin is away from your chest, and then obviously baby's airways are all clear as well, and there you go, nice little kiss. Yeah. And then what you want to do, so with what Kelly has, the excess material that's
separate
popped on,
bit that we put on at the end.
The wrap that I did at the beginning,
it's already there.
I'm just popping this over the top.
So it used to be the advice to tuck baby's feet in. It's now the advice to have always, even newborns, have their feet out unless they're particularly still curled up and really tiny. But have them out because it just gets them into that more natural position. This knee isn't quite in, but it's because it doesn't really have a knee. It looks like a bit lopsided, but it's because it's a funny shaped baby.
Yeah, as well, again, nice and helpful if you have a mirror in front of you. Also, once you've got the practice, but again, I've got really nice support there.
Georgia can jump up and down, baby's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
Stretchy material, but she's done it tight from the start. Somebody's just said Emma can never feel like she's got a sling tight enough. So before you even put it on, just make sure it's really tight. And you have got the option, like Georgia's doing there.
Just to kind of spread the material over my shoulders, so it's not just one pressure point. Again, everyone's slightly different in what they prefer.
Yeah. Claire says she struggled without a sling before. Her little girl was so clingy, you could never put her down. Yeah, so you've always got baby in your hands, makes it a bit harder. I was only introduced to Babywearing when she was 6 months, and it would have made life so much easier if she'd known before. She'll definitely be doing it from birth this time. Yeah, I even took my wraps in hospital with me. Yeah. Just walking around the ward because I had to stay in a little bit afterwards, so I would just put them in the wrap, just walk around with them. Yeah. And that was after C-sections as well, so even if you've got a C-section, as long as you're doing it comfortably and at a good pace for you, not trying to rush things, you can do it after a C-section as well. Love a wrap, love how it can move anywhere to fit you. Do they come in different colours? Yeah, lots of different colours, different patterns. Claire says, yeah, backache, need someone to properly show me how to do, which everyone I finally choose. Well, if you do need help, even though you can't get in the store, you can book a video consultation and we're happy to go through any of them with you. Paige loves a structured carrier because she couldn't ever manage the fabric. Yeah, personal preference. Some people are going to prefer that structured carrier. Do they do lift different lengths in wraps? Not as much in your stretchy wraps, but in your woven wraps you can. So base size is like a 6, and that will let you do most of the different wraps, but you can get them 7, 8, 9, and then you can also go the other way and have shorter wraps going down to 2s, depending on which carriers you want to do with the woven wrap. Woven wraps are really good because I used to do a wrap a day, so it was kind of like a...
Yeah, there's so many different... I just think how many ways you can have it. Like
thousands probably.
Thousands,
of different ways. And I used to, every day I would go out with the dogs and time a woven wrap in a different way. And there's thousands of different ones, just playing around, doing different ones, finding ones that were comfortable for me and comfortable for you on your back, on your front, side, hip. Lots of different options. Yeah. All the material gives Shelley the fear. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Yeah, once you've done it, I never forget when I first did it. I was like, Kelly, where do I start?
Yeah.
That's how you do feel. You do feel a bit daunted because it's a large piece of material. You just, when you look at something like that, you just think that's just easy. I'd rather something like that. It depends. Everyone's slightly different. You may choose something like this and still feel you probably prefer ones with buckles, maybe. But once you've got it, it becomes very, very easy.
Well, that's what Louisa said. She'd be scared baby would fall out if you tied it yourself. That's why if you practice at home in front of somewhere that's quite safe, but these babies aren't going anywhere.
No, not going anywhere. Perfectly safe, perfectly...
The material is designed, even if they've got stretch, it's the way they stretch, which still makes it so they're plenty of supportive. Great demonstration, but her stepdaughter will have a toddler, so I think the one with straps may be quicker, easier, so she can quickly get it on. Yeah, fair enough. Loved our wrap. We now swapped to the Ergobaby Omni 360, which we love.
Yeah, that's what some people do as well for those newborn stages, because this does go, I was just looking here as well, so it goes from £5 to £20. So really, really nice. So baby can, in those first stages, you may want something like the jersey material and then go something like your Omni.
And that says, again, how do you get tight enough? Just do it tight enough so you've not, you put your hand in, you can't really do it much. And then it will still stretch enough to get baby in. You'll know yourself when once you've done it a couple of times. You might put it on and you've got slack, so you need to start again, or take the slack out.
So like this, if you don't want this to be loose, so once you can kind of sometimes get to the point, oh, I need to tighten it up a little bit more. Just making sure as you're doing each step, just
follow it. So just follow your material. So if you find that this isn't tight enough, just pull the material and just follow it all the way through, and just.
It's a nice thing with it. You can kind of adjust it.
Jamie Lee, she loved her Sling with both her babies and was handy for breastfeeding on the go. Catherine loves the colour of the Ismi, that turquoise blue.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's bamboo material as well, so it's really, really nice and soft.
Yeah. I think for second baby with the toddler in the house, one of the clips will be easier. Did look easy, once done a few times, says Claire. Yeah, once you've seen it done. What's the price of the Ismi wrap, Anya's asked?
So your Ismi wrap, sorry, let me just grab...
I've got it on here.
You've got your Ismi wrap, and these are from £45. So that's a really good price point. Really, really nice.
So again, more from birth.
Yeah, again, can be comes in so many different colours. Ismi do a lot of different carriers, so they also do their toddler carrier here, which is really, really nice. Again, and Ismi have got really great price points. So your the toddler carrier is £80. They also do their essential carrier, and that's £50.
Georgia says. Paige says, Georgia, you'll be a pro by the time you have kiddies.
Yeah, I know. I'm guessing that's Paige Thompson, obviously.
Yes, it is,
I will, fingers crossed.
Yeah, you will. You'll have plenty of others. Tamara says it looks easier than she originally thought. Do the wraps loosen over time, says Helen. As long as you've done it tight enough, no.
It won't move.
Just make sure, you do it tight enough.
Yeah.
Have you got any link? Aisling says, have you got any links to a Sling library? If you pop us a message, I'm more than happy to have a look for you. Just let me know whereabouts you are and I can see your local Sling libraries for you. You can also get postal Sling service as well if they're still running at the moment. But basically you just pay a deposit, have it posted out to you, post it back when you're done, and then you get your deposit back.
It's a really clever idea, isn't it? Just to try a few out.
Yeah. Great tips with all of them. These labs are so helpful as you can't get to the shop, said Becca. Thank you, Becca. Glad they're helping.
Yeah, glad we can help.
Yes. Marissa says she's fallen in love with the Caboo. So that's good.
Really nice.
Jasmine can't wait for baby to arrive. She used wraps with her last baby 5 years ago, so hopefully you'll be using them again then.
How did you say? You must have got on well with it last time, so obviously you want to use it again.
Yeah. So. Claire says, does the front not get in the way? If it does, you could tighten your hip.
Yeah, tighten the hip, tighten
the hip, or
you can
tie
also
it
get
at the back.
Yeah.
If you sat down and it's in the way, then you might want to type it on your hip. But yeah, tie it wherever it's comfortable.
I personally find that, I don't mind having it at the front, but yeah, everyone's slightly different.
Mary says, this makes it look so much easier, and I was looking for things for our twins due this year so we can walk the dogs with a baby each. Yeah, so even if you're on your own though, you can have a small twin in each side as well, so you can carry, and with this as well, in each side you can put a twin, so you can wear one baby in one wrap or one carrier. Obviously, if there's both of you there as well, you can have one each as well. Hannah says, which is your personal favourite?
I love the wrap. Personally, I just, not that the Caboo is uncomfortable or anything. I just like the fact that you've just got no buckles. It's just all material. It just feels really comfortable to wear.
It's just like another part of the skin.
You always forget you're wearing it. Like I've done it before. I've just put the baby on and I've just been doing my job like normal.
Yeah, just carried on.
Oh yeah, I need to take this off now.
I love the wraps as well. Like I said, I've used a lot of different woven wraps and stretchy wraps. I love a Mai Tai, which is basically a square of material with 4 lengths of wrap material. So it's got that shape already made for baby, but then you can tighten lots of different ways. So I love the versatility of the Mai Tai. We don't sell them, but yeah, have a look. Mai Tai's great. I also had an Omni 360, so I liked that. When he was older, I just threw him up on my back in a carrier.
That is really nice. It's getting a really nice versatile one, isn't it? Because you can use it in so many different ways. The material moves. It just and so many different designs. It's not just a standard grey or black.
No.
Really
Gemma, I don't know whether we answered after you asked, but what the prices of the two you're wearing. Your Close Caboos are from $54.99 up to $69.99.
And then your Ismi wraps, £45.
There you go. Found it much easier for quick school runs and carrying a car seat. They're so bulky and hurt your back. Yeah, exactly. If you've pre-tied it, pop baby in, you're away. First baby's a winter baby, so looking forward to having a summer baby and get out and about more baby wearing. Are these quite warm for babies, Claire said? Just use it as another layer for baby. So one less layer that they're wearing so they don't get too hot. More videos I watch, the more confident I feel about getting wrapped. Yeah, exactly, Helen. It's just about having that knowledge.
It's confidence, and that's with everybody.
Yeah.
Not everyone, most people especially have struggle with that confidence at first when carrying baby, because you are used to obviously having your hands on baby all the time. You're relying on the material.
Yes, you might find that you're still kind of doing that a lot.
Yeah.
But then you'll get more used to it.
You get more used to it and just kind of you'll soon enjoy having both hands free.
Yeah. Woven wrap, great as a cover when breastfeeding, even if you can't manage it while wearing the baby. Yes, absolutely. You can use it for a blanket. They're brilliant for loads of different reasons. Is the Moby wrap still out? That's the first one I use. Yes, I think they are. Yeah. I think Moby is they're still about. We use buckles, but I do love wovens, but the amount of fabric scares me. Yeah. Can get shorter wraps. Obviously just limits the amount of ties you can do. Defo, looking at the Caboo now, looks so much easier for you to do on your own. Yeah, it's a great option if you're worried about tying.
Yeah.
What colours does the Ergo? Lots of different colours. You get patterns, you get plain ones. There's like a purpley pattern one there. You've got your standard grey. You've got a woven colour. You've just got black.
You've got your stardust.
Mesh ones. Stardust, elephants. Trunks up design, this one's called, with the elephants on.
So lots of different colours.
What we'll be covering on the next video, both so helpful. Thank you, Louise. I think tomorrow is traditional pushchairs. So your big, bouncy prams. We've got Vinici. We've got Cassato, and we've got Baby Star Prestige. Yeah. And another prize, of course. Today's prize is your Ergobaby Embrace. We will pop that back on so we can have another look at that as well. Do you want me to put that one on?
No, I'll do it.
You sure?
Yeah. So all the comments and any shares from today's video, you will be entered in to win an Ergobaby Embrace.
Charlotte says the Embrace is her favourite. Is there any difference between the different wrap brands? Are they not all a long piece of cloth? Wraps are a long piece of cloth that then you tie yourself, but there's quite a few different brands that you do. We've got Isme out, but Ergobaby do their own wrap. Moby, you've got a few different ones to choose from with different patterns and different materials.
Taking this off, you're just basically doing the reverse, so it's really easy to get on and off.
Ellen says, sorry, she's late to the party during June and been thinking it was a good idea to get a baby carrier. I would definitely recommend it if you've not used one before. But like personal experience, I've loved using them. Shelley says Sling libraries are amazing. Yeah, they really let you try lots of different kinds. Oh, lots of people saying it's helpful, so that's great. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're trying. Actually, it's hard, isn't it? The store being closed.
Yeah.
And I think
Shelley's 3 days overdue. And not even thought about these until now. Thank you for the video. She's going to go and have a look. Yes, please do.
So they are on the website.
Here soon.
Yeah, they are all on their website, so you can take a look on there as well.
Yeah, different colours and things.
Yeah.
Lauren's baby number 3 is due in 6 weeks, and she will in for carrier. If you think that you just need that one-to-one advice, even if it's a 10-minute chat, we can do that on the video consultation as well.
Just want to look at any of these a bit more in depth? Yeah, video consultations. They don't have to be 90 minutes long. They could be as quick or as long as you need.
Claire thought a Mai Tai was a cocktail. Spelt like different. M-E-I-T-A-I.
Yeah.
For the Mai Tai.
Two different things.
Yeah, Google it. Google it and have a look at the pictures. What would you do with the legs if wearing 2? They just kind of tuck in together but then out, but in one pass.
Yeah.
Says Liz. I think you always need a carry a wrap sling, Cassie says. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you, Cassie. Yes, sorry, ring slings. Jasmine said ring slings are also great too. Yeah, another really good option. So that's basically a length of material, but it's using a ring sling like on here.
Yeah.
And you just use it on one shoulder, and baby kind of sits in, not as a hammock, but just sits in one side. So you can use it on your hip, but you can also use it on your front with baby upright for tiny newborn babies as well.
There are just lots of different options, aren't they?
So many options.
Lots of different options.
Yeah.
That's why these, the Sling library is really good because you can just try them out as well. And or maybe you want to just start out with something like a jersey material and then kind of, but you could always kind of try out other ones as well as baby gets older. So I'm just going to pop the...
Helen's used hers nearly every day for over 2 years now. They are. I know some of them, especially the most expensive, at like 150,
Yeah.
130 pounds, it does seem a lot of money, especially when you've got other things as well, like your pushchair and car seats and stuff. But it can make a big difference.
Yes,
to life.
if you're using it, most people use them most days. So it is.
Some people don't, and will not get on with Babywearing. It's not for everybody, but if it's done right, it does make it so much easier.
Yeah.
Stephanie, hope you ladies are well. We are. Thank you.
Thank
hope
you very
you
much.
are too, Stephanie. Babywearing in summer will be lovely. Yeah, nice summer walks. Can you imagine? I can't wait.
Imagine the sun.
Oh, just close your eyes and just imagine. Claire says it's nice that these kind of videos are back now. She feels like she gave birth in the Stone Age. It's only 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think a lot of things have changed since then.
Yeah, we've all had to just kind of find new ways of doing things. Yeah. So these videos are kind of our way of.
But I say it is coming back. Obviously, a lot of you find it really helpful, which is really good. And it's nice for us. We just kind of can talk about the products we love. Yeah. And just discuss them and kind of go through them, which is lovely.
Claire could never afford an expensive sling though. Yeah, but there are budget options available. I have been a bit daft and spent over £300 on one woven wrap because it was beautiful.
The colours, you know.
Yeah, but you don't. That's personal preference, and you can spend as little.
But you knew you would
as
use it a lot.
£40.
That's the thing. You knew you had been wearing Babywearing a lot. So
so to go. To start off with that might be a bit extravagant, but yeah. Right, sorry.
No, you're all right. So yeah, I've got
I'm just reading through these comments.
Ergobaby. Yeah, just interrupt if there are any more questions or anything. Ergobaby Embrace here, and this will be is the giveaway today. Not this specific one, but the Embrace. You get to choose.
It'll be sent directly from Ergobaby to you because you can choose your colour.
Yeah, you can choose which colour you would like. But yeah, somebody in the from all the comments will win. Obviously. The Embrace.
They do a grey colour.
They do a navy blue, I believe.
Black, navy. I think it's called Heather Grey, the grey.
Yeah. Is it herringbone?
In the Embrace? I think it's all plain colours.
Yeah, they do quite a lot of different colours.
But yeah, you do have the option. So if you win, messages, we can send you a link and then you can decide which colour you would like.
And they say they are all on our website as well, so if anyone wants to look as well, all the different options.
Do you do live shows normally, Louise has asked, before COVID? We had started doing them, but just once a week, and now we do them every day. Yeah. Just can't stop.
We just got used to the routine of every morning. It's like, what should we talk about today? Yeah. What should we talk about today?
Michelle, her baby loves to fall asleep in a carrier, but she always wakes up when I try to take her out. It's that dreaded transfer. Yeah. That's what used to sound. Just
slowly.
I used to just undo it and then just lay on the bed and just lay there for a minute and then go.
The slow transition. And then
slowly move
2
away.
minutes later, then you can move again.
Oh, Emma says she's gutted she missed this live. She's looking at baby carriers, baby number 5, and didn't have a clue. It will still be on the page. So you can watch it back, and it's also posted on YouTube tonight at 8 o'clock as well.
Yeah, so you can always go watch the lives back. Popping this on, I'm just going to pop newborn baby back in here. So for newborn baby, what you want him to do is twist it over twice. So you want the Ergobaby symbol facing you. So once, then twice, and then you want it sitting above your hips. So nice.
Louise wants our job.
Who was that, sorry?
Louise wants our job.
It's a very good job.
It's a fun job.
It's a very fun job. Yeah. You get to try out all these products that you love.
Yeah.
And then I say again, you've got your little safety catch just on the side there. And then you've got your buckle. And it's really nice because you can obviously make sure, it just gives you extra security on there. What I've done here is just tied up the excess strap, and then you've just used the material here just to keep it nice.
Oh yeah, Charlotte's just said having both hands in the supermarket is a game changer. Yes, that used to be a big thing for me, especially people not wanting to put babies at the minute in the trolleys.
Yeah.
Have baby in the carrier. Hopefully they'll sleep the entire shopping trip. The only thing where it gets a little bit difficult, you find you're putting your stuff on the belt like this because you don't want to be.
Your body goes in all sorts of positions.
Yeah, that's the only bit that gets a little bit tricky. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it.
What I've done here is clipped into place now. And I'm just going to scrunch the material in slightly. But obviously the material is designed in this way because it will slope in, so it's the perfect width for a newborn baby. So then I'm just going to grab.
Claire's just asked, is it quite stretchy for bigger mothers? Yeah, it's quite a long length.
Yeah.
So not
so
really
you've got
stretchy,
all this
but
excess here. So it will come all the way
up. Not stretchy, sorry. I was thinking you got your stretchy wraps there. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you've got quite a lot of material that you can stretch, you can lengthen it.
So then you pop new, so you almost getting baby in that position again, a bit like
Yeah,
the others
before
with
you
the
undo
cross. So making sure baby's in that position, and then again, you always want to make sure you're supporting baby's head all the way through.
Oh, brilliant. Listen to this. Helen's just been out walking the dog and chatting to an old man who's completely oblivious to the fact that she had a boob out feeding the baby in the carrier. That's brilliant. Yeah, see, you can do it, and you can do it quite discreetly. People don't realise. They might even come over to you and be like, oh, look at baby, and be like, oh,
I'm sorry.
your baby's out.
But yeah, it is nice obviously that you can breastfeed when wearing baby. You don't have to take baby out.
No.
It's just a nice, easy transition.
Yeah. How long you can use the Embrace for? This is from birth, so £7 up to £25, which is 11.3 kilos. So between 9 and 12 months, depending on baby. And then if you want to just have a look there as well, that's the forward facing position as well. That dad has got baby on as. So that is an option for you as well.
So all I've done here is just so again, it's a bit again like the other ones that we've used, kind of just making a cross. So I've done one. So what you want to do is chuck one over your shoulder, and you're kind of going up,
so pull
opposite.
down and then pull across.
Yeah.
So you're not having that cross too high up on your back.
No. And then you've got your side clip here. And again,
Beth says, can there be one on the back? Not the Embrace, Beth.
No.
But you can with your Ergobaby Adapt and your 360. They have the
with your Embrace, you can have baby. Obviously, in newborn mode, you have it twisted over twice. Then once baby reaches that 54 centimetre mark, you can then have it down in the lower position, and then baby can face
lengthens
out.
the material and a bit wider.
Yeah.
To suit for a bigger baby.
And then baby
Sophie
face
says,
out.
now you mentioned about wearing this on the trip to the supermarket, it's made me feel a lot less anxious about going. Completely forgot about the carrier to make it easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea, supermarket.
Yeah.
Baby's close to you. I know people are worried about people touching their babies at the minute, so baby, you've got complete control. Baby's completely with you.
Yeah. So again, same rules apply on this one, obviously. Making sure chin is away from chest, close enough to kiss. Obviously, I just personally like spreading the material over my shoulders. I find it a bit more comfortable. And then you just want to making sure baby's obviously in that right position, so you can kind of position their hips in, and then spreading that material so it's making sure it's from knee to knee. But really, really nice, easy one to, again, to kind of pop on and off.
Jo says we brighten up her day. That's lovely to hear.
Aww.
Louise, is it possible to breastfeed discreetly in a carrier? Yeah, just loosen it, pull it down a little bit. You could always have a muslin or something just to cover your actual boob.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is possible.
So yeah, really easy. Again, you've got your cross over here. So really, really nice. And then again, I feel very supportive. Baby's not moving anywhere. It's really, really nice. And just because it's a soft material, again, it just feels really light and easy to wear.
Yeah. So, any last questions from anybody before we draw our winner? Kaylee loves the shoulders on this, yeah. How they're shaped, just this little cap here, is just really comfortable. Is there much support for your back? Has injured my back prior to pregnancy. You've got your waistband, so as long as the waistband is used correctly, this is taking some of the weight as well. It's not all just on your shoulders. So, and this having the cross, the weight is here rather than just pulling on your shoulders as well. What's the middle strap for, please? Missed it trying to multitask work. This here, this is that the one you mean? That's your shoulder straps that you're connecting, and this is your waistband. If you're talking about the other carriers that we had on, the Caboo and the wrap, that's just extra support over the top. George, you look adorable with the baby in that carrier.
Oh, thank you.
That's what Anya says. Love the look of the Ergobaby. Do like that one, but so torn between that and the wrap. Both very different, but are going to do the same things for you as well. Like the shape, much lighter than a thick padded one, better for summer months. Yes, true.
Yeah.
What's the name of the blue one? This is the Close Caboo.
Again, you can have it in the Organa.
Oh, Marissa's, she's waiting on a new pushchair coming home from us guys today. She's so excited.
Oh, wow.
What have you gone for, Marissa?
Yeah, let us know. So with the Close Caboo, you can have it in the organic material. You've also got your cotton blend. And then you also have got the light, which again, it depends on obviously personal choice.
Yep.
Light's obviously nice if you know babies during the summer months. It's really nice. A lighter material, a bit more breathable for baby.
Right, shall we draw a winner?
Yes. I'm going to do it. Shall I?
Oh, you're going to do it this time, is it? It's me. I'm going to scroll up and down.
You've got the control.
I've got the power today.
You've got the power.
But you're going to choose anyway.
Stop.
So, our winner is Katrina Mullen.
Well done.
Well done, Katrina. Let me
if you send us a message, we can send you obviously the link with all the different colours for the Embrace. There are lots of different options to choose from. But yes, if you send us a message and we will get that sorted for you. And I say it will be coming straight from Ergobaby, so you can choose whichever colour you like.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Well done.
Marissa, it was an out and about GT after we did our review.
Oh, very nice. Very nice one.
Lovely. So thank you very much all for joining us today. If anybody has any more questions or anything about baby wearing, please get in touch over the phone. We're happy to have a chat with you or on Messenger. Yeah. One of us will take a look.
You've got your video consultations with us again. If you want to go for anything else, we can do that. Yeah.
So we will see you all tomorrow at Traditional Prams tomorrow, and the prize is a Coochie Coo blanket. So
we do love a Coochie Coo blanket.
We do.
We do.
So join us again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Have a good day.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.